Welcome to Diecast Culture. This is a moment that I've been looking forward to for quite some time now. I've finally got my hands on the Hot Wheels Team Transport Premium Bartoletti race transporter, and I think most people will agree that this is an amazing looking set. I picked it up from Maidstone Vintage Toy Fair yesterday in Kent, where there's always a really impressive selection of second-hand and new toys available there. And I was very lucky to come across this. So this was originally launched by Hot Wheels in the US probably about a year and a half ago, and also in Europe probably about a year ago in what seemed to be very limited numbers, and by the time they appeared in shops they had effectively gone out of stock. There was one retailer online in the UK which I came across a couple of months ago that still had a number available, and I just decided to hold off for a little bit to see if prices would come down. So these were retailing on eBay for, well, they are retailing on eBay for around about £50 in the UK. The recommended retail price I think is around about £18 to £22. So yeah, really expensive. I managed to pick this one up from the toy fair for £35, which is not cheap, but it's still pretty good value compared to those eBay prices. So without further ado, we are going to open it up. I came across this Ferrari Dino yesterday at the fair, and this is a basic mainline, and it's gorgeous. Got my little collection of some of my Ferraris out. This is a Burago, very nice. That is a, what is that called? Husky. That's a Husky, probably dates back to the 1960s. I have a Hot Wheels here, and there's another Burago there in the background. So without further ado, let's unleash this piece of beauty. We'll take a look at this 250 GTO first of all, and I'm sure you guys who know about this set will have seen a number of videos on the YouTube, but you can never have too many, I guess. Hopefully I can show this in exquisite clarity, detail, in good daylight. And yeah, it's beautifully made. The wheels are fantastic. I do like the stainless steel strips around the windows. Very nicely done. Got the bonnet catches there. Headlight graphics, which look really quite realistic. I think the rear is really nicely done. The lights, number plate, the fuel filler cap, the boot lock, it's all there. So I'll take some stills of this, which I'll include in the video a little bit later. Okay, so without further ado, let us check out the Bartoletti transporter. I'm so familiar with this shape because I've looked at it online so many times to appreciate it, but also to try and assess its scale. So I had the impression that maybe it had been scaled down a bit. You know, when you see it with a race car on top, the race car makes it look a little bit on the small side. But if you look at real photos of the real Bartoletti truck, it isn't big. So if a figure was to stand at the front next to the cab, their head, if you wish, would probably come up to, well, nearly to the top of the window. So it's not a big truck by today's standards. It's relatively small. So I think Hot Wheels have more or less got the scale correct on this. I remember seeing photographs of a number of car transporters from the 1960s, both American and English and European, and just noticing how much smaller they are than today's trucks. So yeah, I would say Hot Wheels have probably not cut corners on its actual scale, and they have scaled it correctly, more or less to 1/64 scale. As you probably know, this is a integrated ramp, which is a really neat feature, which pulls out. And whether the camera's picking that up or not, the interior, there's no specific detail in there, it's just plain. And that slots in really nicely. There's a bit of resistance there to stop it from falling out, and it closes very neatly. Product quality looks pretty good. The die-cast section of it is this. The rest is plastic, albeit heavy duty plastic, very solidly put together, and the base of course is metal, which also has some nice detail on it, with the, what is that, gearbox transmission, with the drivetrain going to the rear axle, spare wheel there, fuel tanks possibly, and you're looking at this upside down, made in Finland, made in Thailand. Fiat 642 Bartoletti.